Good afternoon. This is our StoryVault submission from Ruton Road Primary School. We've got one of our lovely colleagues who's been at the school for a long time here to answer some questions, and they're going to be asked by our fabulous Year 6 children.
How did you feel when you first found out we were going into lockdown?
A very good question. In all honesty, I don't think it actually sunk in or hit that we are going into a lockdown and what a lockdown actually meant until we were, I would say, maybe a few weeks into it. Because I think the start of it, we were all trying to understand what it was meant by the lockdown. What is it that we have to do during a lockdown? It was all quite surreal. So when we actually had the lockdown, the initial feelings that I think most of us were feeling was a bit of fear, I'll be honest, unknown. And then slowly, I think as the lockdown was basically we couldn't do anything, you had no communication, that's when we started feeling, I would have to say, the silence that became quite deafening. And the lack of communication that started making us think of not just ourselves but those that we are around, the children that we work and care for. And that's when we're like, okay, something needs to be done. We need to somehow get some normality in, not just for us, our mental well-being, but for the children as well, for you guys. So yeah, I don't know, does that answer it? What's the next one? So what was the question? Do you ask me the question again? Because I don't know if anyone answered it.
How did you feel when you first found out we were going into lockdown?
Yeah, no, basically a mixture. Okay.
How was the second lockdown different to the first?
I think it was the preparation that was involved in the second lockdown from the first lockdown. As soon as the first lockdown happened, guys, as you remember, we were so removed from all of us. Our communication, we didn't have such a great communication with you guys, with your parents, with the other teachers as well. We learnt from the first lockdown, and whilst we were back at school before the second lockdown happened, during that time, the process involved at school, which you guys weren't really aware of because you didn't know what was going on in the background, where we were already preparing what we needed to do in case of a second lockdown. So we were constantly looking at what steps we need to take in case a second lockdown happened. Although we were praying so much it wouldn't happen again, we had to think, what if, the what if situation. I would say the second lockdown was completely different because we were much more prepared for what's to come, making sure that we had a constant communication with you guys, with your parents, with the other schools, even though we were given guidance from the government, but the guidance was left down to how as a school wanted to take it forward, what was best for you guys, because every school is different. Luckily, we already had quite a few, the online platform, Purple Mash that we had, we were able to use that, which we're very fortunate to have as a way of communicating with you guys. And then we just built from there, to be honest. So I was hoping that maybe the second lockdown we did better for you guys than we did the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.